It contains thousands of harmful chemicals, including dozens of known carcinogens. Kills more than 38,000 people every year in this country. Secondhand smoke is more than annoying for those who are forced to breathe it. It is dangerous and deadly. The good news is that many elected leaders have enacted common sense laws that protect workers and citizens. From California to Florida to Maine, from New York to El Paso to Lexington and hundreds of other cities and states, these laws save lives, improve health, and even improve the business climate.
As a bar owner, we had lots of concerns when the subject came up of smoke-free environment, mainly customer-related concerns. And because for years we'd always thought that the smokers were good drinkers and that people, even if they didn't smoke, they'd have a cigarette while they were having a glass of wine. And so, we didn't know whether those people would still come in, and if they did come in, would they enjoy themselves as much as they had in the past and spend, if you will, as much time and money in our establishments.
Our greatest concern was that we were going to have loss of revenue. We have a lot of people from out of town. We have a lot of German officers that come in that are stationed here in El Paso, and there's just a lot of people that smoked. Because there is Ciudad Juarez, which is a next door city to us, that people had a choice of either going to a restaurant that allowed great food but that did not have a smoking area, and they could go to Ciudad Juarez and also be able to eat and smoke.
We had some concerns about the economic impact of going smoke-free in all of our restaurants. Some of them are in convention areas where we get a lot of Asian and a lot of European conventioneers and tourists, and we had some concerns.
One of our concerns was this would not end up being a level playing field because of tobacco concerns, which obviously have a lot of money, and they're trying to protect their investment, and some other groups that felt that they needed smoking. That was our concern, that they would put enough pressure on the legislators to create an exemption or to carve out a certain segment of the industry. And again, I go back to the argument, if it's really health, then there cannot be any exemptions.
While many communities have initial concerns about the impact smoke-free laws might have on their businesses, few, if any, ever experience negative effects.
There's no evidence since these ordinances went in that they're hurting our business. There's lots of evidence that it's helping us. People don't have to go through waits because of smoking and non-smoking. The restaurant feels better. The employees like it better. The 3 that are voluntarily non-smoking are stores that we've opened up in the last year, and they're doing great. Some of them have set sales records.
As a bartender working in a smoke-free environment, I think the biggest advantage is not going home smelling like I've smoked a pack of cigarettes. It's not going to really hurt business like people think it's going to.
We also find that there's less maintenance on our facilities because of the smoke. When we used to repaint our restaurants, the first thing we had to do was, kind of scrape off all the nicotine that was on the walls and all the smoke that was on the walls. And now when we go to repaint, we find that's not the case.
The economic effect in the long run will be good for restaurants.
I believe the economic impact of going smoke-free has not affected us in any way whatsoever. In fact, we found that we are doing better than we were.
Every reliable study that's ever been done has shown that, at worst, smoke-free laws have no impact on business. These studies examine employment and sales data before and after smoke-free laws take effect, and show that many bars and restaurants are doing better than ever before. Even the popular Zagat survey of more than 30,000 New Yorkers found that the city's recent smoking ban, far from curbing restaurant traffic, has given it a major lift.
Well, since the law went into effect in New York about 18 months ago, we have seen really no negative impact on our economy. In fact, all our indices are really up.
Customers and owners have easily adjusted to smoke-free workplace policies with few problems, despite predictions of doom and gloom by the tobacco industry and its allies.
The enforcement of it in the cities where it is smoke-free by ordinance is very easy. 99% of the people obey the law.
I think people caught on to it very, very quickly. And again, we were concerned about some of our foreign visitors, some of our foreign guests, and as it turns out, they were very understanding of the situation.
More and more communities are going smoke-free and wondering why they didn't do it sooner. Going smoke-free is good for workers, good for customers, and good for business.
Originally, years ago, when they tried to pass these smoke-free ordinances in Arizona, I was dead set against it. I don't like government intrusion. I don't like government telling us any more than the bare minimums of how to act. And I was really scared for the sake of the business. They passed it anyhow, and lo and behold, within just a few months, we knew it was a good thing.
Based on our experience in New York City, I think we can reassure states and cities that are considering smoke-free laws that there has been and will be no negative economic impact in their communities as a result of these laws.